Bye bye, baby. Bye bye. Yeah, so this is my true story. This is what happened to me yesterday. Oh, grr. Now, I wasn't going to say anything because I'm one of those women who really believe in women sticking together. Bump that, right? Okay, we already know that's a hard glued piece, right? Because they always that inconsistency, inconsiderate, and insecure, right? We already know. We already know. I got you guys. I know. Star, what you doing, girl? You lacking in that area? No, I'm not. It's just that you know what I'm saying. I get an unbeknownst down or what you call it. You know, somebody slipped in my message, you know, in YouTube, and she said, "Are you stalking me?" Y'all, anybody who know me probably busting out laughing, crying right now. They probably on the floor crying like, "What?" Yo, I mean, real talk. It's one of the readers, and one of the readers whom I thought I could, you know, have a little bit of respect for, not because their mouth is respectful or anything like that, not because they show of integrity, but just because, you know, they're another woman. So I'm gonna do that for another woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. You know what I'm saying? And okay, they're a mother, you know, so I try to give them a little bit of initiative right here and there. But that was weird, right? So me being another woman, and those who know me know I'm a realist. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know, this is out of this person's range. I don't think this person would go this far. You know what I mean? Because, like, to contact me, you don't know me from a can of paint. Like, how you get me into your world, period, let alone stalking. Like, that insane, right? So before, you know, I try to, you know, allow the person to know to check in, you know what I mean? I try to say, well, um, you know, what do you do with somebody going, you know, like, are you serious? Like, it's like a bunch of things that came to mind, but I was like, this is serious. This is an issue. This is a problem. This is a mental situation that really needs to be addressed in a light manner. You know, it does not mean to be, you know what I mean, fluffied and followed away. So I said, listen, I said, why don't you, you know, stop going with the negative and stay with the positive, and that way you can, you know, see a little bit more clearly what may be going on in your area, right? So I look up, and you guys know my real fam. They know me. You know what I'm saying? That's why my real fam ain't sweating this whole situation here, right here. Not this particular one, but I'm just saying, YouTube in general. You know, my fam, they got my back. They love me. All the above. I have love, even though y'all look like it look like. Okay, don't go for what you see. All right. So anyway, my people are more, you know, not compliant as me. Okay, so that's a far past warning. Okay, we ain't even gotta get to the ancestors because I got foot soldiers that will step in front and be late. Woo woo. So nevertheless, I get a text from somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I know this somebody is in my quarter, like whoa, right? So they like, yo, what's up, or something like that, right? And I was like, dang. I hope this not like Facebook, cause they, you know, cause my people don't play. They get on there, be like, "What's up? What's that?" You know what I mean? So I say, no. I said everything is good, because you know, because there's no need to be escalated. It's just somebody that has a mental illness, and it needs to be addressed viciously. But it, unbeknownst to me, you know, it's a reader, and that's what really hurt in a way, you know, that a reader is being doing I don't know what, right? So because when I look at readers, I look at us as being spiritual teachers, you know, those who are the, you know, the readers for the right reasons and stuff. You know, we're spiritual leaders and spiritual teachers and spiritual, you know, in this spiritual warfare. This person I never looked at as so, you know. However, she's a reader, right? So, in that respect, I said, okay. So I told the person, I said no, and I said, look, I said, but I just don't know why they conjured me up. How you conjure me up? Like, I don't know you from a can of paint. We're all readers, so and so. So I said that's the only problem I had. But before I could, like I never even told her that part. Like this is what I was telling the person who said, "Are you all right? I really see somebody talking to you like that, and I don't understand why because you're so nice, and this and this and that." And I don't know, it's a fake account, whatever like that. But I just know my people ride for me. If they ever see that, she would be off the planet. But I was just trying to, and I mean physically off the planet, because like I know I look like I'm so low, but don't go for the okie doke, you guys. Please don't. Nobody on this earth, you know what I mean? Anywho, so it's like, okay, boom. So I'm looking, at the screenshot here, and I'm like, So I just said, I just don't understand how her endeavors include me. You know what I mean? Let alone stalking, copying. She asked me, did I copy her? She had the video yesterday. I'm like, look, I got pictures. That's why I put up in my community. I said, let me put this up to help this person dissect whatever they're going through. I said, I'm going to post this just for you. I said, hey, y'all, whatever. I had this since Thursday. I've been trying to post this for 3 days. YouTube has an issue with my posting. They always take me through HE double hockey sticks for my posting. It takes 9 lives a lot of times just to post. So, because before you know it, they done copyrighted me for nothing. They copyrighted me for my phone ringing with Cardi B, and then said, oh, you got it. So I know it's somebody in the system that's working for them as well to not let you have as many views. I don't care about that. I'm a spiritual teacher. It doesn't matter for me. I speak. I go different places. I mean, you can't stop the messenger nor the message, all right? Because it's going to get out. It's one thing about the truth. The truth don't hide. That's why I tell you guys that at every, opening that I endure with this with these readings. So she went to say, are you stalking me, copying me because you did that the other day and it looks like this and that? And I'm like, oh Lord. And I said, let me understand. Who are you? Because I don't even really, like, is this that reader, that same reader? Because I really, and I always give her positive feedback on her situation, even to give her feedback. I give love, like I said, to others who really don't, give it back, because that's just who I am. I'm off the top that, because I know I got massive love from my peeps, from the door to the floor. Trust me when I tell you, I know that I know. So, and they don't have to prove themselves to me. They don't have to babysit my account to prove, you know what I mean? So anyway, what I seeing her do was definitely unfortunate on her part. Now, that's one thing you would not do on my channel, all right? The woman was speaking to me. Next thing I know, she jumped back in. This was like 35 minutes later. She jumped back in. This is a true story, you guys. This just happened yesterday, September the 26th, okay? All right? 2022. All right? And I have nothing to do with you, but she jumped back in, and she jumped back in on the conversation that me and the woman was having. As the woman asked me, was I okay? She jumps in and said, I was just asking her a question, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, my God. So I was trying to confront back to her, please, and for life's sake, don't ever do that when I'm having a conversation, because that wasn't addressed to you, but somehow it wasn't going through. Something she did or whatever. Maybe she working for YouTube low-key undercover. They got a reader there. They need to check that stuff, because it's psychotic. Okay, this is getting psychotic because it involved moi. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out, what they can do with that, because they really need to do something with that. We don't need psychos running around here saying, "Are you copying me?" You know what I'm saying? Because that is insane. All right? You are no one, for real. Let it be known. You are no one. No one listens to ignorant people, period, from the door. All right? Like I said, I gave, the benefit of the doubt because this was another woman, and I respectfully support you, but from a distance. But you do not disrespect me and expect, like ultimate love. I'm gonna tell it right now. Actually, I involved them most because I really wanted to keep it quiet, but I feel like I had to go with the cards. I went in the cards, and the cards say, yes, you better do it because you're too highly intuitive for people to be, what do you call, misled, okay? Because a lot of people are being misled by a lot of these unfortunates out here that calling themselves readers, but they're just alley cats, and they're gutters. They come from the gutter, not the gut, which is your soul. They don't come from their soul with these reads. These people are coming from the gutter, and you can tell how the sound of the reads are sounding. They are coming from the gutter, and that's not a good place. Again, I respect your space because you're over there. But when you include me over here, that's when you're disrespect and you're out of line. That's why I say, well, it must be a mental situation there. And then it all makes sense because every message that I've seen them give is always a negative one. It's never a positive message. Like that's what I've seen. But over the time that I've supported or watched them, so out there to my readers who are not familiar with me, please note to self, is someone out there, and another thing, I posted on my timeline because I really wanted to help this individual because I knew they were very sick. Because you had to be very sick to come to me. You know what I'm saying? With such garbage. I like the way the other people say it. Garbage. You come to me with garbage, right? You don't have anything good to bear. So I was like, yeah, what is this? Like, is this serious? Like, this. Later on, I had to pinch myself and see, like, is this real? And so I just said, well, you know what? This person is needing somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I made a post. I said, y'all stop doing that. You're pushing this person to an edge. You know what I'm saying? I rock with them. You know what I'm saying? Give them some type of respect, please. Because what you do will come back to you. You know what I'm saying? And you guys know that anyway. But whatever is going on with this individual, I don't think that they should be out here in the YouTube streets. Because YouTube streets is stalking. It's people, video, they watch you on the video. That is not stalking, okay? If that's what your head is telling you is stalking, then that's what's in your mind. You know what I mean? And another thing is like, I watch all of my readers, all of my favorite ones, and I give shout out and love to them. You know what I'm saying? I've never given her one shout out, one piece of love. And the people who I love, y'all know who they are. I rocks hard with them, and I wear their clothes. I invest because I love them, and I support them, and I don't even ask for a read. Shout out to the ones. They know who I'm talking about. I support you guys. Don't ask for a read. People who I rock with, I support you. I put my, I support you, and not just through the mouth. You know what I'm saying? So for that person to come out of the square out of nowhere, that was peculiar to me. You know what I mean? And I just want to share my story with you guys because for a moment, like I said, it did render suspicion like somebody needs some mental help. After I posted my post in honor of that person, I said, let me go ahead and check. Something told me, because I'm intuitive, something told me check her page, and see what's going on because this woman has already involved you. So you better check her page, all right? Not because you check her page, because I never think of this woman, ever. You know what I'm saying? And it really hurts my, energy a little bit that she has a mind that's scary. But nevertheless, so I checked the page, and I saw on that page that, this woman had also fabricated a lot of stuff, and I was like, wow, so this is what she's doing. So all of the readers who've been saying somebody is trying to slander your character, trying to harm you, trying to do this, and it's a mother, and I kept on saying, who is a mother? And now it all makes sense. The last reader that I saw, I was gonna post her because I love her too. Oh my God, please help me. She's the best, a blessed one, intuitive somebody. She's really young and she's really sweet, and I love her. And she tears it up. She said, "This is a young woman, and this woman is just, they're just not right." You know what I mean? So she's talked about that, and I was like, I kept on saying, "Who the heck is that?" Like, you'll keep saying Virgo, this is happening. And my homegirl, like, that I respect highly and I support highly, she mentioned that too. And I was like, oh my God, who is it? She just mentioned that in her last Virgo read, and it's just happened yesterday. After she mentioned it, I was able to watch. It was crazy because, believe it or not, during the time that she probably made that video is when it was occurring. When that woman approached me and asked me some crazy, psychotic stuff like that. Am I stalking her? Am I copying her? Okay. So I don't know about her, but I've been in these YouTube streets almost 5 years, okay? And I've been on these YouTube streets since 2017. I've been doing my own thing, you know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is, yeah, what? It makes sense. So, whether you like it or not, I'm making this video because I need to address this issue. And also, what I noticed, like I said, when I went to check her page, is she was saying mean stuff and saying that, still saying the same thing even after I posted, like, y'all leave her alone, And when I saw that, I was like, ugh. I was like, well, I can't support her, and I just can't, you know what I'm saying? She was, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I've heard her say some things that was really hurtful to the tarot community as a whole, and that really hurt. And I was like, how can somebody be that ugly? You know what I'm saying? Like, this person would make a post, and I'll never forget this post because that's stuck in my soul. I was scrolling down, okay, not stalking, this scrolling down my screen, and I saw something said, because her views were getting low. I believe that's what she was thinking of. And I was like, what's the problem here? Why is this person doing that? I had to investigate because I'm a Virgo. So I had to investigate, why is this person putting something out in the tarot community that's this ugly, and you're a reader yourself. How are you putting something out as ugly and you're a reader yourself? Even, anyway, you're saying something about yourself. That's the bottom line. But nevertheless, I saw a post that this person wrote, and I'll never forget it. It was 2 days ago, and maybe it's 3 now. But because the day is the 27th. But it's weird because when I saw it, it was like, and I think it was 3 days ago. It's really, really close in time. It's close proximity, okay? And she wrote, what readers do y'all look at? Because I don't like none of them. None of them are really good to me. But when she wrote me on my timeline, this is how people are lying and maneuvering. I don't know, like, the mental is scary and crazy. And I'm just gonna call it what it's cuckoo. All right. So then when they wrote to me, they said, I just want to know because I watch you from time to time. Now, remind you, after I posted that good thing, in her honor, I said, and I guess the Most High said no, and my ancestors said no, we're not gonna let you do that. He said, look at her page, look at what she's doing right now. And after she said she watched me from time to time, when I look at her thing, she said she watched from time to time to make sure that people are not copying her. That's the only reason she says she watches. So I said, you know what? I'm erasing this stuff. I said, let me take this stuff down. You guys, who would think it? Who would think it? That is my question. who would thinketh? That is some insane stuff. So I was just, really shocked. But I guess, people are, very, of course, immature. But this one, I think is a mental disorder. And I think it's really getting out of hand. Maybe she didn't take her medicine or what have you. But this is more scarier than most I've ever seen. Like, it involved me. Even, like, anybody who knows me gonna be shocked at this, and they're gonna be like, what? And I'm sure, they probably went around and asked some other people, but it came to me. Yo, I'm gonna tell you from the door, anybody who feels any negative energy, any negative way about me, do not comment to my energy. Do not click my bell. Do not, whatever that thing is, don't do it, okay? Because I can't even call you what it is, but whatever it is, don't come at me, okay? Because I don't deal with negative energy, well, and you're not gonna really appreciate the results. Because like, even like my people get called my people and they call my people, it's not healthy. So you may want to really refrain from that stupidity, all right, when it comes to me and my channel. That's a no-no, and I guarantee you it's a no-no. So let's keep it professional. Let's keep it strictly biz. And a lot of you guys know what I'm saying. Let's keep it strictly biz. And, you do you, and I do me. All right? All right. One, I'm out.